Welcome to Fearless Friday, your day to reclaim your weekend and your life. This week I am coming to you from Wisconsin. I'm coming to you from my childhood home, and I'm looking out at the beautiful Apple River. And this spot is where my father would come down every morning and sit and have a cup of coffee and look out at the water and really just marvel at life and be in nature and really connect with his spirit. And he is the one that taught me to really connect with nature, and through that, connecting with my spirit. So this week's Fearless Friday topic is about appreciation and gratitude. Well, my father was passing away. So let me back up a little bit. The 10th of August was his birthday, which was Saturday. Sunday, I got a call saying that he was not doing well and that I needed to come into town. So I flew into town that next day, and we sat with him. We meaning my sisters, and I have 6 sisters, so there's 7 girls altogether, and then my stepmother and various friends of the family and whatnot. And throughout the day, many times a day, we would walk up to my father's bedside and hold his hand and rub his arm and just be with him and tell him how much we appreciated him and tell him and talk to him about memories that we had. And these are things that we've done throughout the years, especially over the last several years when we realized that he had cancer and that he wasn't going to be with us for very much longer. And so all of us sisters and my stepmom and everything, we all told him how much he meant to us. And so over the course of that day, we again told him and reminded it how much he meant to us and how grateful we were to have him in our life. And that evening, my niece, she's got a very fun sense of humor, and she had made a self-deprecating comment, and my older sister, or actually my oldest sister, because they're all older because I'm the youngest, but my oldest sister said, no, you need to come here and we're going to talk. And she's like, okay, what, my niece? And my sister said, okay, there's this thing, and she learned it as it was called affirmations. And she goes, we're going to do affirmations, and this is what you do. You stand up, and other people compliment you. And I was like, oh, I've done this before. And I've done it several times, once at the Goddess Festival in 2010, another time when I was at training with Sunny Don Johnston. And I've also done it several times with some of my friends. And so I said, okay, this is how you do it. You stand up and you open your arms and you open your body, and people around you will say compliments to you and say things of appreciation and gratitude. And then what you can say when they're finished is say, yes, it is true. And so then my oldest sister said, why don't we start with you? And I was like, okay, sure. And so for the next 4 hours, we went around the room. We started with myself and then moved on to other sisters and my niece and her partner and a good friend of the family. And it was so powerful for 4 hours, sit at my father's bedside, holding his hand and hearing all these words of affirmation and these words of gratitude and appreciation to people that weren't on their deathbed. Because think about how many times during the day you get pissed off at somebody. And through that interaction or that conflict, you learn something about yourself or you learn something about the other person. And then think about those times that don't piss you off, those good times. And think about how much you learn about yourself and how much you learn about the other person. And how many times do we really truly tell the people in our life how much they really mean to us? You know, last week I spoke about vices, things that we use to numb out to make the journey supposedly a little bit easier, you know. And this week, if you reflect on those vices and reflect on those things that we do to numb out, why are we choosing to numb out? And hopefully, since you looked at them last week, you know, well, this certain scenario or event causes me to bring that vice into my life. Well, think about if you were to have words of affirmation or people in your life say things to you like, you know, I really appreciate how you look at life. I really appreciate the zest that you bring into my day, or the calm that you bring into my day. I love when I watch you with your kids. You're just fabulous and you spend so much time with them. I love that you think outside of the box. And you know, when we numb out, when we choose to numb out, we're choosing, well, we miss out on certain things. And so this week's challenge is to bring your friends and family together, the people that are closest to you, bring them together and say words of affirmation to them. Because I truly believe that if we were to share how powerful of an impact people in our life have to us and with us and for us, we wouldn't need the vices that we have. We wouldn't feel like we need to rely on them or bring them into our space, because many times we bring outside stimulus or stimuli into our life because we feel there's a void. And one of the things that was such a blessing is while we were sitting at my father's bedside, holding his hand and saying these words of affirmation to all of us. I mean, every single one of us. There was tears of joy. There was so much love felt. And you could see and feel the person's confidence rise and rise with each compliment and with each appreciation extended to them and with each, you know, word or phrase of gratitude. And my niece, who at the beginning made that self-deprecating comment, and when we all did when it was her turn, and after each compliment or appreciation or phrase of gratitude, she said, yes, it is true. You could see how powerful that was to her. She's 20. Think about if children would experience this on a regular basis. Think about if you yourself would be able to experience this on a regular basis, and how powerful it is, and being able to name it and claim it and saying, yes, it is true, when someone pays you a compliment. In our society, for some reason, when we receive a compliment, oh, you're so beautiful, or oh, you're so good at that, so many people say, oh, no, 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 no. And we judge ourselves so harshly, and we compare ourselves to all these things that we see in a movie, which are, you know, usually computer-generated things or, you know, nipped and tucked and whatnot. And think of how much more confident you would be in your life if you had this regular nurturing from your friends and family and those people that are in your life regularly. And even those people that piss you off. I can guarantee you, the people that piss you off, if you line them up and say, what am I appreciative of them? Okay, what can I appreciate of this person, of each of these people in my life? Okay, so if someone in your life really pisses you off, okay, why do they piss you off? Because obviously you care enough to get pissed off. Okay, if you didn't care, you would be indifferent. So think about, you know, they each time that they raise that fire in you, that they raise that passion in you, that's something to appreciate, because you know that you care about something deeply enough to get upset about it, right? So this week I challenge you. I really, truly challenge you to bring in the people in your life that you love, that piss you off, that are close to you, that are not so close to you. And you can even do this with strangers. Bring them in, have a party or have a gathering or get together. Or if you're just hanging out with your friends, watching a movie or something, say, hey, I've got an idea. And try this. And explain it and just say, okay, and you don't have to stand up, but it's really cool because you allow yourself to feel open and vulnerable. And you can say, okay, and be ready and willing to accept the compliments that you are due. I mean, it really does take a village to raise a child, and every single one of us are children. Our emotional selves are children. So allow yourself to be willing to accept these compliments of appreciation and gratitude. And when each person is finished, just say, yes, it is true. So we're going to practice real quick. I'm going to compliment and give you a piece of appreciation from myself. And I hope I don't cry, but if I do, that's okay. I really, truly appreciate how supportive you are in my practice and in my work. The fact that you come back every week to watch my video, or videos, depending if I put one or two out. The fact that you come back every day to look at my Facebook page and all my posts, sometimes kind of random and sometimes not so random. The fact that you are in the inner circle and go to the What's Up Wednesday calls every week and attend all the other events that we have on in the inner circle. The fact that you read my newsletter every week. The fact that you take time out of your life and out of your day to spend that time with me, even if it's just for a moment, even if you just read my newsletter, or even if you just watch my video, or if you're a member of the inner circle. The fact that you take time out of your day to spend it with me means so much to me. And I'm so grateful and so appreciative that you would take the time, and you're so thoughtful to take the time to spend it with me. Makes me so lucky. I feel so lucky and so grateful that you're in my life. And I just want to let you know how fabulous I think you are, and how far I know that you've come in your life, and that your life hasn't been easy. And there's been some shitty things that have happened. But I see you, each and every one of you watching. I see you succeeding and growing and excelling beyond your wildest dreams. And I read your emails every week of gratitude and of thanks, which really lift me up. And so I just have to say thank you so much for being the strong person that you are, and for allowing me to come into your day every day on Facebook, or every week here on YouTube. And I just want to say thank you so much for being so fabulous, and for being the best version of yourself possible. Thank you. So now you say, yes, it is true. And you name and claim those things, those compliments, those appreciations, those affirmations. So I challenge you this week to do this with those people that you love the most. Don't wait till they're on their deathbed to tell them how they really, truly have impacted your life. You all have been so motivating for me. The times when I have felt down on myself or felt challenged in any way, shape, or form, all I have to do is go to Facebook and read your comments. Go onto YouTube and read your comments. Go to my email and read your beautiful messages that you send to me. And I only hope that I can make a fraction of an impact on you that you have made on me. I really, truly do. And that's why I do this every week. This is why I do what I do. Because you choose to bring me into your life with open arms, without judgment. And I thank you for that. So if you do this challenge, please comment below, send me an email, or post it on my Facebook page on how this felt to receive openly these messages of gratitude, these messages of appreciation, and these affirmations from those in your life. And I really hope that by doing this, you will become fearlessly inspired. I know this is one of the ways that I stay fearlessly inspired. Have a fabulous week. Mwah.